Hi all. Okay, I'm still here. I'm going to persevere, even though I was a bit dejected yesterday. We're losing all the victory points. Thinking, is it even worthwhile carrying on? I mean, I don't think I'm going to get a good result, but I'd like to try and see if I can get a wee bit. I'm curious to know what happens with this depletion, which I think I'm going to move into as well. So anyway, well, I'll pod on just now. No guarantees I'm going to finish it, but yeah, we're trying at least. Okay. So next, right? Well, bring the last. We've only got one raid to go this day, and it's just a minor raid, so should be a short episode. This just do that raid and then probably the end of day stuff. Which, yeah, okay. So there's a raid, and it's a secondary target we're going for. Headquarters at Uxbridge. All group and bomb secondary target. Raid eligibility for the target card is determined by the target priority of the primary target. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's it, but this is the raid. Like I say, it was a minor raid. And we decided just to put our J87, so yeah. This might not come to much as well, but anyway. Okay, so next card. British Detection. Let's roll dice. 5. That's great. Not. So 5 plus the. Oh, yeah, that was the thing I was looking at. That OCV. Look, it's an 8 on it. That's clear, isn't it? So patchy's the middle one, so we're patchying both. Well, this is we fought 2 as well. We're patchy there as well. So this is 6. I'll get the D20, I think. So that's 11. And 2 radar nets there for an R4, taking me to 15. There is only 3 grouping in the raid, so that's a +1. Yeah, so 16. 15 would have been nicer, but 16 in total, I think. I don't think there's anything else that applies. No. So 16. Sorry, I'm jumping about there, but is very early warning and limited intelligence. So that does bring the Spitfire race into it again. So into the cup he goes. And let's move on. So, next card. Raid rendezvous check. Right. There's a 1. Ooh. This raid is one of 2 or 3 raids from the same we fought planned for the current time segment. Oh, you're kidding me. That's the result we got the last time, wasn't it? I think that's the only dice roll there that could have. Yeah, it is. A 1 was the only result that would fail. Brilliant. So we've got an A and 2 C's in our raid. So if we happen to roll a 2 or a 5, that would be alright, I suppose. I've rolled a 6. So the C's are going to leave the raid. Have a look at this. This has been a terrible day, I think. Results, terrible raids. I suppose things were going okay up until that last raid, really, but we never got a good choice of raids and, targets. The raid is one of 2 or 3 raids from the same we fought planned for the current time segment. Yeah, it was. I mean, we've already ran the other one, but I'm pretty sure it still counts the fact that, they were both we fought 2 planned for the same time. Oh dear. Right, okay. Oh, this might be quicker than we even imagined. Right, raid response. So it's very early as well. Yeah, I mean, there's not an awful lot of planes out there, but an awful lot of squadrons out in the map. But anyway, so we're getting the early list. So let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the Spitfire race already. 2 from 311, there's none. 2 from 611, we have 1. 2 from London, there's none. 2 from 211, there's none. 2 from 711, we've got 1. Up to 3. And then 1 from 411. There's an A and a C up there. I'm going to take the A. 1 from 511, there is just 1. 1 from 212, there's none, that's up here. 1 from 111, there's none. And 1 from 410. Well, we've got this reduced one actually, so that stays outside the cup. So we've got 6 in total, 1 outside the cup. Sharp, right? Okay, let's roll the dice. 2 to start with. September the 1st, so +2, taking it to 4. Target sector is 11 group, it is. That's a +1, 5. Primary target, hang on. Primary target is an airfield. Well, it is. The primary target's an airfield. What does it say in that secondary target card? Raid eligibility for the target card is determined by the target priority of the primary target and the card's strategic value. Not quite sure that means the same as that, but it does ask primary target as radar net or airfield. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a +2 for that as well then. That's a 7. Target's deep, no. Warning is very early, yes, that's an 8. Intelligence is accurate, no, intelligence was limited. Intelligence is limited, raid has 68 groupings, I've got 1 grouping, so nothing happening there. Intelligence is poor, target cards yet to resolve, no. We've got an 8, which is high. And 6 squadrons in the pool, so 2 of them are coming out. 1, 2, we did not get the Spitfire race, so I'll just put these back out. 411, which is up here, and 711. Okay, so we've still got 4 squadrons, and then it's limited intelligence. I'm pretty sure. No, they might not actually. They might not all come. No, why am I rolling the dice? I don't need to roll dice here. Number of grouping in the raid, excluding channel patrol, is 1. Squadrons in the pool is 4. So in actual fact, only 2, well, limited intelligence, only 2 of them are going to come along. Right, now, how do I'm not sure how we decide which ones come then. Hang on. Okay, it says 7.4 deploying squadrons. And there's an exception, 14.32, which is about the reduced unit. It says when selecting squadrons from the pool who actually respond to the raid as directed by raid response tactics, select the reduced squadron first and place it in the hunt box of the raid display reduced. So it's definitely coming along. So that's one of the 2. Another one is, if some squadrons in the pool are responding and some are not, randomly draw the number of responding squadrons from the pool, then return the squadrons remaining in the pool to their sectors, full side up. So okay, so we've got to take the reduced one, and then we take other one from the cup. It is not the Spitfire. It is a Spitfire, but it's not a Spitfire Ace. So and then Spitfire Ace goes away, and then this other Hurricane from 511 goes back out. Okay, so that's a response. Two Spitfires, one which is reduced. So right, next. Hunter Interception. Right, there's no group in the hunt box. No squadrons are intercepted. All squadrons are hunt box moved to the bomber box. Right, I have done that. And this I think we can. Well, we skip by the hunt bit, don't we? Oh, I'll read approach event first. So see what we get for that. Approach event, clouds inhibit hunters. If the region has patchy or broken clouds, all A grouping and hunt box leave the raid. Well, no, we've nothing in the hunt box. Well, that was against us anyway, wasn't it? Grouping, it doesn't affect the squadrons. Yeah, so that doesn't apply. And then hunter attack, well, there's nothing in the hunt box, so that doesn't apply as well. We get the next raid target event. What we got? Non-essential target, reduce bomb damage result by 1. Damage does not affect industry, airfield, or radar targets. VPs count. Yeah, well, I'll leave it there, but it may well not be doing anything anyway. I don't think we're going to. Well, there is only 2 fighters, but yeah. Right, squadron interception. So squadrons are greater than the grouping, so all are intercepted. Yeah, nothing more to be done with that, and then let's just get this over and done with, I think. So add up combat ratings, roll dice. So there we are. So bring the charts across, just in case. So right, this has got to be a low number. That's a 2, that's good. Right, so and then the numbers are 7, 11, 13. So 1 grouping in the combat, no depletion as of yet, so 1 no depleted grouping, and what did I say, 13 strength. Yeah, it's right down the very bottom, very last row. Do we get lucky? What is it? It's an A. That's a white loss. Oh no, it's not. No, sorry, I'm looking in the wrong row. No, it's a bort. Well, at least it's not a light loss, but I think a bort means it's going away, isn't it? Yeah, 10 flight reduced. So that'll be that. No bombing again. For them, the only result is a B would be an abort, and they're an A and a C, so they are both no effect. Yeah, and they just go. Oh, sorry, we're in the bomb box, aren't we? 10 flight reduced, right? 10 flight, yeah, they just go in flight and then in flight reduced as well. The other guy, and that'll be that. Yeah, so you need to get the next table chart out. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we need the next card, do it? And that's the bombardment, so I'll just put that away. Move all grouping in flight to their air bases or to the clock. So it's just 3 bombers we've got, so they're just going back to their air bases. Ju-87s, yes. Okay. We can get rid of that event. Just didn't come into effect anyway. Get rid of the strategy card. Next card. Right, clock check. There are no more face-up targets, so if there are no such face-up targets, discard all face-down target cards and advance clock marker to the next clock space. If I have no more planned raids, move clock marker to end of day space. So that's what happens. It goes to end of day. And if clock marker move to the end of day space, go ahead to step 25, resolve night raids. Okay, let's do that then. Right, roll die in the night raid interception table to determine the interception chance. Right. Okay, found that night raid interception table. So we'll roll a die on that. Well, let's roll a die first. I've got a 1. Cross-reference the number of night raiding grouping. We had quite a lot this time, didn't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7. Where's 8? Oh, I've got 7. So 7 grouping is 68, and the number of night patrolling squadrons is 3, I think it was. So that cross-references to 1. Cross-reference the number of night raiding squadrons, number of night to find the interception chance. Roll the die. If the result is equal to or less than the interception chance, a number of squadrons equal to the die result, intercept grouping. So, yeah, anything but a 1, and it would have been fine. Oh dear. If the result is greater, then no interception occurs. Right, so there is an interception. Yeah, we had this the last time, and I made a bit of a mess of it, didn't we? Because I brought them all across. But it just follows the same. Wait till I find this in the rulebook, I think. So just looking at the rules, 18.3 night raid interception. So roll the die. Roll 1 die. If die rolls less than or equal to the interception chance, choose a number of Blenheim squadrons in the night patrol box equal to the die result. Each intercepts a grouping of your choice. Place the selected Blenheim squadrons in bomber grouping in the bomber box of the raid display. Okay, so I think we're just bringing one of the Blenheims down. It doesn't really... Yeah, it doesn't really tell you which one, so... I'm not so sure it matters. Well, hang on. I've got... This might matter. Does this not matter? Because I've got some Heinkels and I've got a Dornier 17. So I think, am I not better bringing the Dornier 17? I think I am. I don't see anywhere where it says you need to select which one, so... rules for a squadron attack. Squadron attack, okay. So I think that goes in there, and I'll just bring the first Blenheim down then. Okay, so I'm swinging across here. This is what I've got. Yeah, and then resolve squadron bomber night attacks using the normal rules for a squadron attack, but if they suffer heavier white loss, certain things are different. Right, well, you know what, I'll just roll the dice. Right, let's roll that. Right, I've rolled a 3. Combat results, so... And then the strength is going to be... The total combat value is going to be 5. and one grouping in the combat. So that takes us down to the F row, where the results for a 3 are, what have we got, an A? So it would be an abort result for us and a no effect for them. So an abort result for us, well, it says on the card, if a bomber grouping suffers an abort or disrupt, return it to its airbase full side up. Okay, so it goes back to its airbase, the Donny, and it was no effect for the squadrons. Squadrons that receive abort, disrupt, or no effect results return to their night raid boxes full side up. So he goes back to where he was. It's on. Well, he took one of our bombers out, I suppose. But that was only one of them, so it shouldn't be too bad then. Right, so now what do we move on to? Roll a die on the night raid bombing table to determine damage to British targets. So we've still got 6 bombers. I think that's the factor that counts, isn't it? The actual number 6. So night raid bombing table. Number of night raid grouping bombing is 6, so we're on the second column along. So yeah, we still need at least a 4. What do we get? Oh, I thought it was a 6 at first. It's a 5, and unfortunately, I think that's worse than a 4 because that's the one that's got to be asterisks and has the night raider landing accident. C 18.5. So results indicate the number of EPs subtracted. Industry damage is assessed per the rules for day bombing versus industry. Oh, right, that's if I rolled a 6. Okay. So it is -1 victory point. So we do get that at least, taking us to +6. But then we've got the night raider landing accident, 18.5. If the bomb damage result is marked with an asterisk, one group suffers an accident upon returning from a night raid. Move one group of your choice from a night raid box to the white loss box and increase the victory point total by 1. Right, well, we didn't really gain out of that then. That's awful. Right, and one of these goes to white loss. So that doesn't really matter. We'll just chuck something in there. My guess is the rest just go back to their air bases. Yeah, not an awful lot. An awful lot of good in that, was there? Okay, that's that done then, Moss. That ended up with nothing. Well, ended up worse for us, I think. So we've got another unit in the white loss box. Okay, moving on. Right, move all in-flight squadrons to their assigned sectors on the map, full side up. Move all squadrons in the landing and rearm boxes to their assigned sectors on the map, retaining their facing. Well, they're all full side up anyway. Move all grouping and in-flight box, night raid boxes and any spaces of the clock to their assigned air bases, full side up. Flip all reduced grouping and air bases to their full side. Yeah, it's basically just a reset then. And then we've got Luftwaffe press or rest, so we'll just carry on doing the one we were doing, which is rest, isn't it? I think. Okay, that's everyone out on the map. That's us completed another raid day. Not sure that matters. It was just to track the cards, wasn't it? That's raid day 7 completed. So what's next? Okay, well, we've got the press or rest, haven't we? Well, let's see what the card says. It's about the day advance, draw a day event. So we are going to just do the same again and just rest. And we draw 2 cards and use the highest one, yeah? Do it a little bit. Right, 2 day cards. first one is a 1. And the second one's a 3 though. So we take the highest one. Now this gets shuffled back in, doesn't it? Made that mistake before, didn't I? Is that right? Turn the unused cards to the undrawn portion of the deck and shuffle the deck. Do not reshuffle cards from previous day. Yeah. Okay, so shuffle that one in. So draw a day event, determine the number of days advanced on the calendar. So we're going to move another 3 days. It takes us to September the 4th, which gets us a reinforcement. I'll just chuck him up there just now. September the 4th. And then if the day event card calls for 1, yeah, we don't do that in the advanced rules. Advance the day marker, yeah. If preparations for sea line have begun, no. If day marker moved to or past September the 8th space, no. If after September the 10th, no. Right, so we can put that away now. And we'll carry out the event, yeah. So the event is set German target priorities again, isn't it? Yeah. And it's based on victory points. We're sitting at +7 victory points, so that's going to be the 4th row down, -40 +14, I think. So that is low for radar again. The one above us had been a high as well. I just feel like it would help if we'd been able to take out some of the radars, but we've just not really had the chance. Right, so low for radars. Well, you know what? Just take them down here. Low for radar, so that's the same. Ports are high. Airfields are medium. Industry is low. And cities are high. Well, that's an interesting change of events then. So I would have liked to have seen the radars up higher, I think, but oh well. Right, I think that's the event complete, isn't it? Yeah. So that goes away. Next card. Update replacement points. Just replacement point markers on the replacement track according to the replacement schedule on the day event card just drawn for each British and German airplane type and for the British experienced pilots. Okay, so we have 7 hurricane points. So 1, 2, 3. Well, they're maxed out. 24. 5 Spitfire points, they go from 11 to 16. 1 Blenheim goes up from 3 to 4. 5 German fighter, so we were on 0, so we're up to 5, but I get the feeling they're going to maybe no, it looks like mostly bombers. No, we've got a heavy loss as well of a fighter, so I think we're going to move into the depletion. And 4 for the level bombers, so they were okay. They're on 13, 1, 2, 3, so up to 17. And experienced pilot points based on victory points. So we are between -9 and +14. So 3 experienced pilots points. They were on 0, so they're up to 3. Okay. That's that. Now to get all the guys back. So light loss replacement. For each squadron or group in a light loss box, expend 1 aircraft replacement point to move the unit to its sector or airbase. Exception, no replacements are available for Ju-87s. Okay, for each such squadron who also expend 1 experienced pilot point. Right, I'll do our guys first. So, yeah, we've got a lot. Right, let me zoom out here and I'll just chuck them down here. Here's the fighters that are in the white loss box. Yeah, we've got 5. How many points did we get? We've got 5, but we've got a heavy loss fighter as well, so that's going to spoil things. So we've got 5, which takes all of our fighter replacement points. That's us down to 0, and all these guys go back into their sectors. Maybe 110. Okay. Okay, and then we've also got a bunch of bombers, because we had a lot of losses. It was mainly that second last raid, I think. So what we got 6 there, so we lose 6 bomb replacement points, so that takes us down to 11, and I'll put them back in their sectors. Okay, so now for the British squadrons. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spitfires 1, 2, 3. So 4 Spitfire points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 Hurricane points. 1, 2, 3. So that's 7 experienced pilot points. So they've only got 3. So 4 of the units are gonna reduce. Right. And there's a way of picking them, isn't there? Hang on. Yeah, I don't seem to struggle to find that bit. 14.24. Selecting squadrons to receive replacement if there are insufficient replacement points or experienced pilot points, which is what we're at. To assign to all squadrons that light or heavy loss boat. Assign available replacements and experienced pilots in the following priority. Squadrons 11 first, then 10, then 12. Within a group, reverse sector order. 7, 11, 6, 11, and so on. So, what did I say we had? We only had 3, didn't we? So this guy would be the first one to get replaced. 6, 11. Then 5, 11 for the second one. And then it would be 2, 11. Oh, there's 2 of them. Is it Spitfire over Hurricane maybe? It says make assignments to squadrons of your choice. However, assign experienced pilot points so that a given sector is no more than 1 squadron with green pilots. Right. Well, I'll give them back the Hurricane, and then that means all 4 of them are going to be reduced, I think. So 211 goes there. Right, so they 4 are going to come back to their sectors reduced. Okay, that's all the squadrons back then. So let's move on. Right, so that was the light losses, but yeah, there's more to come. Heavy losses. Right, each squadron and group in a heavy loss box spend 1 aircraft replacement point to move the unit to a light loss box. Okay. So here's our heavy losses. Remember, the Ju-87s don't come back, so they just have to stay there. So we're going to get a bomber. Oh no, they don't flip over, no. So 2 bombers. I can afford them. 1, 2. 1 aircraft replacement point to move the unit to the light loss box. This fighter, however, and this is where it's causing us trouble, because we now have no more fighter replacement points, so I'll need to find out what happens now. Okay, so 14.2 expending replacement points. During step 7, the calendar update phase, expend 1 replacement point to move each squadron grouping to their heavy loss boats to a light loss, from the heavy loss boats to a light loss boat. And then it says bullet 2 is place each group so moved in the German light loss boats and expend 1 replacement point of the appropriate airplane type. If the replacement point is not available, move the group anyway and move the Luftwaffe depletion marker 1 space up the Luftwaffe depletion track. Okay, so there we go. There's the first. So that must mean we're in depletion now. I mean, just by 1, but it does affect the combat, doesn't it? And I'm sure there's other things that will affect. Okay. So that's all the heavy losses dealt with. The British didn't have any heavy losses, so right. If you move the day marker to or past day spaces containing German reinforcement grouping, we did. We got this guy. Place those and their assigned air bases. So JU-88 from Luftwaffe 2. And then if the day event card indicates entry of a British reinforcement, which it does, right, we draw 2, don't we? So that's the first one. Oops, throwing it about there. That's the first one from 7-11. Well, the second one was from 6-11. I think we just take the 7-11 one, don't we? Come on. Just came across a rule. British stabilisation scheme. During step 5, the calendar update phase of the first raid day on or after September the 8th. I know we're not there yet, but all reinforcement squadrons not yet in play are converted into experienced pilot points. Okay. Right, as just before that, 14.5. Draw 2 at random from among all British reinforcement squadrons not in play. If neither or both are from 11 groups, select the first one drawn. Yeah, so it's the one from 7-11 that's going to come join the party. And then that one go back in the cup. Okay, I think we're getting to the end of things. Yeah, last card anyway, so. Turn all German strategy cards to strategy deck and shuffle, which I will do. Do not shuffle. Oh, if target deck or raid event. Well, the target deck does have more discards, so I'll shuffle that up as well. We've still got 4 cards up in the track actually to bring down as well. So I'll shuffle that up as well. Do not shuffle. Sorry, and the event deck is fine. It's got not many discards, and then maybe shuffle that last turn. And then do not shuffle the day event deck. Okay. If you're playing Battle of Britain and complete the 4th raid, we're past that. So I've just got that shuffle up, and then we return to step 1. We can get rid of that. I mean, it's got the repair part on it, but again, we've nothing to repair anyway. So flip this over. On its card 1 again. And I will shuffle these target cards. I'll just do that just when I switch off here, and bring the other cards down. Now, I decided I was going to put a wee note in the header of the videos, but I ended up not bothering. The last 2 videos that I've just done over the last couple of days. Well, the first part was done 6 weeks ago, I think it was. I said it, but. I just put 2 parts together over the last couple of days. Well, yesterday basically, and I just uploaded them, and I usually review them back, but I think I'm just a bit past it with all this, so I just fired them out there. So I've not gave it the once over, so that's when I generally notice if I've made any mistakes, so there's a possibility there could be blunders in there. Hopefully not, but you know what, if there is, I think I'm past that point of bothering too much about it. Anyway, so we're still going, at least. Yeah. I do feel like I want to play something else, but I did get up today and I thought, no, I'm going to record another part, so fingers crossed I can complete it, but again, still no guarantees. Okay, right, I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon with something. Okay, cheers.